All you frauds out there playing the Raging Bolt with the Sandy Shocks, why do you think you are? If you want to be a real man, you gotta play the Bolt with Finneon. Yeah, Finneon. This is how the top Donnies like to play the Bolt. It's simple, really. Attack with Raging Bolt, which does 70 damage for each energy you discard in play, and use Finneon's oceanic accompaniment to accelerate water energy to its evolution, Lumineon, which has the swim freely attack, and then discards the energy off of Lumineon to do what is basically limitless damage. So this deck was sent in to me by Joe, aka The Episode, or some might know as the lead developer of Twin Leaf, who's been a fan of the channel for a long time. And when he put this in, I was like, this is kind of fire. So I had to give it a try. So let's see this thing in action. And a quick shout out to our sponsors, ptcgl store, where you can buy codes to bling out your decks using code FTW for 5% off and whatnot. But you can buy and sell collectible Pokemon cards live. And they're even giving you £10 off your first purchase using my special link. Links to all sponsors are in the description below. But for now, let's get going. Oh, we are going first, which is a shame to start with Cleffa. But either way, we move. Let's go for a Vessel here and start getting some energy action. In fact, I kind of like getting these energy early on so I can start attaching when I find them. Let's go for concealed cards. Handful of energy isn't very promising, so we need some stuff. Buddy Poffin, that's fine. I guess it'll get me another. Do I go for 2 Finneon here? One. No, I'll go for 1 Finneon, don't I? Yeah. I also could actually go for Greninja. So I think I attach the Greninja for turn, because if I somehow find myself some Pokemon and then Sada's Vitality, I could actually go for a Moonlight Shuriken. This deck has a lot of things behind it, you know. It just needs to set up. That's the thing. It's a Buddy Poffin though. It would make a bit more sense for them to call for family this turn, because you want to get another Pidgeot on a Charmander down and then call for family for Charmander plus Manaphy. So that way you have a setup where no matter what gets KO'd, you still have everything. And also you're not susceptible to the Radiant Greninja, assuming that I'm going to get it. But with their hand, they might make a different choice. They might go for a Pidgey and Charmander and then go for a Rotom, but I still don't think that's correct. But then again, they don't know what I'm playing against. It's what they're playing against. So it's going to be hard for them to kind of map out. That's the advantage we have, is if we don't have a Raging Bolt down, they don't really know what's going on. They're going to get a Cleffa and a Manaphy. Okay, so this is towards list. Oh, we're having a Cleffa off, are we? And they didn't even get to pull it off. That's wild. Right, we could... oh, of course, it's the other switch. I only have 2 of these in the deck, by the way. Of course, it's typical. I get them turn 2, both of them, before I even see anything of value. And finally, there's a bit of something. And we'll go for a Bolt down here. We'll attach... and could have attached the Greninja, to be fair, but I think the Greninja's not as good now. So I think from here... do I just burn my switches? Nah, I think we'll be fine. Let's go for a Grasping Draw. Just try and get something else a bit better. Jesus Christ. I've seen enough energy. Can I now see my supporter cards? Give me a Sada for crying out loud. There's Lumineon. Yeah, maybe I should have got rid of the energy switches, but I was hoping for something a bit better, you know, on the top decks there. That said, why am I worrying? They haven't even got Charmander down. They're not attacking this turn, unless they attack with Pidgeot, which they could do. But I think they'd rather this turn set up some cards on the bench, than the hand down and go for another Cleffa. So I still think we've got time. But we go into Zard quite well. That said, it's only in the early turns. We need to be up on the prize trade, because eventually they're going to come back. You know what I mean? Start taking 1-hit KOs pretty darn quickly. But there's a double Charmander. Do they even have a hand to thin down? I mean, even if they don't, you still go to the Cleffa, right? Yeah. And they attach to the bench Charmander. I think I'm just going to Vessel away this energy and just... I've got energy retrieval, so that's fine. But I need to thin out my deck a lot to make sure I can just draw into what I want. 2 tool cards there. 1 Pidgeot, 1 on the Charmander. And at the Fire Span, it's just going to open up the KOs as soon as we take one. So I'm kind of reluctant to take a KO. Oh, there's Sada. Unless it's with a single prizer. So I might come out Radiant Greninja just to take a hit. Or maybe just not take the KO, because they can KO me instantly after that. And I don't want them to have that option, especially if they could just boss KO me. So maybe I don't take a KO this turn, just to avoid getting KO'd myself and falling behind on the prize trade. That seems to make the most sense. Well, either way, let's go for concealed cards. I could also go for the Walking Wake, but the Wake, I understand why it's in the deck, like, fully, but in the same breath, I don't think it's anything good, because you're not hitting any damage, really. There's Lumineon, so we can start accelerating here. That's nice. So we will go for a Sada now. Just get the lightning on the bolts. And okay. Yeah, now we start just loading up energy. Just get water, and you can see what this deck's trying to do now. Oceanic accompaniment here. To be fair, I could just attack with the Lumineon, but I don't want that. I don't want that in the slightest. I want a Charizard to come up and then me be like, oh, hello. Anyway, bye-bye. So that's kind of what I'm eyeing up. Kind of want to bend. I want to thin down my hand, you know? no? So I can get at least a useful Cleffa here. Maybe I go for an attachment on Greninja and switch an energy off Lumineon onto Greninja. So that's available. And it just sends my hand out. I could also Superior and kind of fail it, but that just feels bad. Superiors are very good. You've probably realized now this is basically Chien-Pao with extra steps. But it does more damage, all right? Chien-Pao ain't doing that. All right, I'll Grasping Draw for 2. I was contemplating benching, but I don't want to overbench. Okay, Raging Bolt, that's nice. Again, I just want them to take the first KO. If they do it with a max belt, it's a wrap. But if they don't, then we are talking. We are really talking here. And I'm sure if they played max belt, they would have got that instead of Defiance Band, unless they are trying to save it. No, they're evolving to Charmeleon and getting an energy on that. Okay, it seems like they are going to open up the... Okay, they are going to boss me. Don't you dare have max belt, I swear. Well, to be fair, if they do, it's still fine because we can respond instantly. They're going to heat tackle. They do not want to take a KO because they know what's coming up. That's so correct. That is so correct. I need to get a boss. They're like baiting me. They're like, go on then, KO me. You won't. I'm sorry. I don't want to. I don't want to KO you. I will retreat to my Cleffa and go again, my guy. I'm not even joking. I will do that. I don't want to KO you right now. I know what's to come. That said, if they evolve, they'll eventually just get it. So maybe I'm forced to. God, it's all the prize trade. That's the problem. All right, let's go for concealed cards here and see if we get anything worthwhile. Rods, no. What if I go for swim freely? For 20. Prevent all damage done to it? That'd be kind of funny, wouldn't it? They could Vitality KO me? No, they can't. I'm going to retreat. I'm retreating to Cleffa. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna, no. Just KO me with a Charizard and then I win. They know that. That's why they're trying to get around it right now. To be fair, they could heat tackle my Cleffa, couldn't they? And that still would go up in the prize trade. Oh, no, I would still be up on that, right? Because I am ahead of the prizes. Okay, I'm curious as to what they want to do here. They're going to boss. They're going to bring up my Raging Bolt. Are they going to run out of patience here? Are they just going to go for another heat tackle? They've how bad? They're getting 2 bosses back. I think they might force my hand here. That's the problem. Yeah, this person knows what they're doing. They're not stupid. They are not stupid. They're also thinning my, weakening my boy. I can't even counter catch. That is disgusting. Let me search my deck here. I want to search my deck quickly. Get rid of these 2. Do we have Prime? If we have Prime, then it's worth... Then it's worth digging. It's worth digging. Because we can find Prime, then we can open up the prize trade in our favor. So I get rid of... I think I get rid of Finneon and a Poffin. Just get pretty much all my energy back. No, we keep that for Sada. Oh, whoops. I should have got the lightning energy. Oh, well. We'll conceal cards. And we need the Prime Capture. That's what we need. Still nothing. Oh, okay. We've got Sada. That's fine. Come on, we can do this. I think I actually need to put the lightning here. Funny enough, because if I get Prime, then I need to... Oh, no, I can use Cleffa. Okay, let's say that. Prime, please, go on. Oh, for God's sake. We're just not getting there. Again, all the energy in the world. You know what I mean? All the energy in the world, but nothing to follow up with it, really. So we pass again? Oh, God. I need to open the KOs. That's the thing. They know this. They're sitting there going, well, if you KO my 2 prize art, then no matter what, so long as you KO my Zards, you win. And that's what they're trying to avoid. But I still have one more turn to do it. Because if they evolve to Zard now, they still cannot KO me unless they have max belt, which if they did, they would have done it by now. Because they would win on the prize trade, right? But there's a quick search. I didn't know as we've been playing a bloody control matchup. That's what it feels like I'm doing right now. And isn't it crazy that I have to go for like through half of my... No, almost all my deck to actually get some genuine gust. It's kind of annoying, isn't it? It's like, oh yeah, let me just deck out first so I can actually make the play I want to play. Come on, ptcgl. You can do better than that. There's collapsed. I think I just get rid of the Cleffa, right? Yeah, thinking it through. Get rid of Cleffa. That's fine. If they boss Finneon, we can recover that with rods. They boss Lumineon. We still have enough energy in play. And we get Iono. That's actually not bad. That's not bad in the slightest. It actually gets me what I want. I should get a Prime. Bro, wow. I'm so glad I've been Iono'd because I have just drawn 6 off of 10, which means there were the bottom 4 left. One of them was Prime Capture, which is what I need to actually do something. I'm so glad they Iono'd me because we would have been in trouble. Jesus Christ. All right, don't shuffle your deck, Sean. Just conceal cards. If I don't get it, that means the bottom card. Oh, you almost did it, didn't you? All right, we've got Prime. We can open up prize trade. We can start attacking. That's what we want. This is what we wanted to do. We want to just begin. All right, in case we get Iono'd, is it better off just... I think it'd be Cypher here, right? And I think Lady seems good if we get Iono'd. Lady and maybe another Bolt. Also, where the hell are my Sadas? What the hell is going on with my prizing? It's all over the gaff. Right, so we only need to get rid of 4 here. So I'll get rid of... I can get rid of 2 of Lumineon. 1, 2. I'll get rid of 1 off the Ninja. 3. Nah, I'll get rid of 2 of the Ninja. That's fine. Yeah, it means like... I know one of these is going down the Bolt, but I don't know which one. So I don't want to discard off the 1 and then KO 1. And then we just have problems there. Okay, so now we are kind of in the driver's seat. This is what we wanted the whole game. Because we can Oko Zard every turn. We just need to get the energy to do it. We need to be in the right situation, which means maybe I should have actually tried thinning a little bit more, getting rid of cards I don't need, like Manaphy Manaphy and all that. But getting rid of Pidgeot as well, that felt good. There's rare candy. They have to get Charizard out now. They're forced. I can't believe they Iono'd me into it as well. That's the craziest thing because I legitimately would have been drawing for so many turns to find that Prime Catcher. It was, if I'm correct, either the third or second bottom card. Ah, the Zard though. I forgot about this, Donny. Well, we can come up with Lumineon and actually just KO it. So it's actually not terrible if they come up with Zard, because then they have to find a boss, and with no Pidgeot, that's going to be tricky. So yeah, we can always come up with the Lumineon. So maybe we have to accelerate to it a bit more. All that said, I can always just work towards a boss, right? If they get another 2-prizer out, but then they probably won't. So make sure I can't make that play, because they're a good player. You can tell. Either way, there's another energy on the Zard, and they burn in darkness for the KO, but we're going to take a KO right back, especially if that's superior. So we need 5 energy in play. That's easy. Super, super easy. In fact, I don't even think I need to Lady. Let's get rid of Lady with the Retrieval. Just get a ton of energy back. I do need a Lightning because I do want to get another Bolt down. So I'm going to get rid of Ultra Ball here. And Vessel. Yeah, 1 Lady still won't hurt. Let's get Bolt in. And we go like this, like that. Then we accelerate with Sada. Get Fighting and Lightning. Doesn't really matter. That's fine. Counter catch, that's cool. I can rod energy back. Do I want to rod this turn? Might be worth rodding Finneon and energy in case I have to come up with the Lumineon. Yeah, let's go for that. This might be a whole misplay, but I'm running with it. Yeah, let's go like that. And then we Finneon like all energy into play. Like every single one. So that way I can keep Lumineon as an attacker once that Charizard. 770. That's disgusting. I need to give it a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do it off the active. 5. Yeah, we'll do that. Take the KO on the Charizard and we'll come up with Lumineon, try and set up another Lumineon, and then finish the job there. There's boss. That would have been nice. If, though, they come up with a 2-prizer, we just instantly win because we have the KO. But actually, no. If they boss up our Raging Bolt, we don't. Which means I should have probably taken the energy off the Lumineon, huh? That's interesting. And they are going to Combustion Blast, but I can come up with the Lumineon to offset. Does now put the price trade in their favor, so they can evolve and get a boss KO on my Bolt, which is the worst case. Which then means, is it actually more beneficial for me to boss KO the Pidgeot to prevent that play? Oh, but then they could just boss with the Charizard, right? So that's not correct. Okay, so what do I do here? Do I just conceal cards? I think I conceal cards, actually. Just try and draw a better hand. Just Lady. Oh, I'm a Lady now then. Just get the rest of the energy in hand. And we have what we need to see through the game, so long as they don't boss, basically. Also, I'm just going to attach, I don't know, for some sort of retreat reason. But we go for the Waterfall, and that's a really cool, unique aspect of the deck. Lumineon is an attacker, which is kind of funny. Only problem right now is we don't have the best of draw. But I'm hoping my opponent doesn't have that much going on. Again, they can just evolve to Charizards and boss, which is, now they got the Zard, odds of them having boss is pretty high. I mean, usually you see like 2, 3 bosses and a counter catcher, and we haven't even seen 1 form of Gust this game. Actually, no, they did recover with Power Pad, so they could have it right now. And if they do, fair play to them, that's the Charizard doing it for them. Yeah, there we go. Cannot complain. This is why Charizard is the best deck in the format. It always finds a way. And is this another Charizard? Guys, stop playing Charizard, please. It's getting annoying now. It's not for the win TCG. It's play against Zard TCG at this rate. Oh, we have a good matchup here, but an awful hand. What is it with his deck? It gives me terrible hands. I don't even understand. Right, let's enter. Like, it feels like a lot of the consistency pieces are like a few and far between. That's at least the vibe I'm getting right now. It's like, okay, opening, you kind of want a Nest Ball. You kind of want a Poffin, right? Because Nest Ball gets you Greninja to let you draw because the supporter cards are very thin. It's a very thin supporter line. So it's like, a lot of the times you're just kind of hoping, you know, and it's like, I'm going to open this and then hope, I guess. It does feel like that, unfortunately. Joe, I think you've cooked, but I don't know, man. I think there needs to be a little bit of change of consistency side of things because it seems to be hot or cold, where it's like, it's similar to hands, funny enough, where it can either go on a massive streak, you know, and destroy everything. You're running hot, you're drawing everything you need, or the complete opposite of you just are stuck doing nothing for at least a few good turns. And that's enough turns for your opponent to set up and win. So at least that's what I've noticed with this build. It's just very, very hot or cold, which I've seen, there's a lot of decks like that in this format right now. It feels like evolution decks seem to be somewhat more consistent. They seem to be more, all right, we ain't going to run hot every day, but we are going to be consistent and we are going to keep things going, right? And then the basic decks are like, right, play us in a tournament. You're either going to win it, get top 8, or you're going to get, you know, 300th place out of 1,000. You know, it's like, that seems like the format we're in, where it's the basic hitting decks that are fast are either going to crush and fall very hard, or soar so high so fast, just depending on luck a little bit. Like this feels like I'm just kind of waiting to just get KO'd, you know, which is the case. And here, yeah, again, I'm not getting what I need. It just feels very, I have to draw hot or I just kind of lose. But I think that's the nature of Raging Bolt. And I think the Raging Bolt list that did good online had a little bit more consistency behind it because of the Sandy Shocks. The Sandy Shocks was like your fail safe. It's like, okay, gonna get a bolt out in time, but at least I can absorb energy and still get an attack off with a Pokemon that can also hold the tool card. Oh, we're getting Iono. That's nice. So that feels like it's got something back on it. So if you fall behind, you can still do something. Whereas here, it's like, it just don't feel right. There's a generator. Are they going to actually be able to pull off a hands? They might. In fact, they're likely to. They do need the retreat, though. There's a Nest Ball. I do like that we got Sada's Vitality, though. I do like that. But we have no energy to actually use for it. Yeah, it looks so cool. And it done so well when I first tried it. But it just has this behind it, unfortunately. A big acceleration, we will survive. That's good. But once they take... Their prize map's going to be 3-3. And that's not difficult for them. Yeah, this is a matchup where Raging Bolt actually should have the upper hand, but we're not getting there. It ain't it, unfortunately. All right, let's go for a Sada, because I think that's my best bet. I can't go for another Burst Roar. Well, I can always Burst Roar if I need. Hey, let me get energy in play, but we have no other energy. Oh, this is hilarious. All right, hey, maybe we can make a comeback here. Maybe we can make a comeback. I'm going to Burst Roar. I highly doubt it, but we could. Come on, give me something. There's the energy I was looking for. All right. See, now this is a hand where it's like we can do something. But it took me 3 turns to get there. There's an Earthen. I get a Switch Cart and a Baton there. That Baton we cannot deal with. There is no vacuum in the deck. So we're going to have multiple hands coming our way here and hoping that they just don't have bosses, unfortunately. But this isn't... I wouldn't say this is representative of the deck. I would say this is representative of the format, where your deck needs to set up and start going turn 2. It feels like this format... It feels faster in a sense where you need to get going quickly, faster than the team-up decks. It really feels that way, and it's kind of strange because you'd expect going down to less prize card to no longer having that kind of free prize action, that it slows down, but it's actually, it's not sped up, so to speak, but it just feels equally as fast. That's kind of my take, right? It's a hot take, I guess. Either way, we do get an attack off, and I can move some energy about. No, Greninja's not going to do anything, so it's not even worth it. I think I Ultra Ball these two away and just get Greninja down, I think. I can also obviously Lumineon here, get some more energy into play with it. I think I prefer Concealed Cards, actually, because I still need cards to draw here. Not useful stuff, not at all. Let's get rid of Nest Ball and get me, I think, a Fighting and a Water. Bro, I can already tell they're gonna gust up my Lumineon. I can see it. It's gonna happen. All right, let's just go for the KO with Bellowing Thunder. Need to get rid of 4 here. So we go 1 and we do 2, 3, 4. That's gonna be fine. All right, 2 prize KO there. Can we find our way back? I doubt it. I really do, man, because if they get another Baton on his hands or even charge of another hands, then they just hit me and then amp me and they take the extra 3. So still very questionable. Alrighty, let's go. 2 prizes though. Let's see. It's just some water. Then again, if they take out Lumineon, there is the bolts. And actually, no, I think taking out Lumineon is the wrong idea, because unless you have another boss afterwards. Yeah, if you have another boss afterwards, then maybe you do, because you could take out Lumineon and then just gust again afterwards. But if you take out Lumineon and you don't have a follow-up, once they get the KO, you still have to KO a whole bolt, right? And that's where it's going to be difficult. There's another Baton. They just need another hands down now, which I think they got, didn't they? They got it with the... They're betting another crown? Wait, what? They aren't doing enough to amp me for 1-hit KO. Wait, are they? No. 120, 140, 160, 180, 200. Yeah, max you can do with hands in this deck for an amp is... Oh, but they could just OHKO my bolt. But then is that correct? Oh, they got Prime. Oh, maybe they go for the Lumineon there. I mean, Lumineon does have longevity, right? In a sense that I'm going to struggle in the long term, if you think about... No, they're going to arm press? That was impressive. I don't think that was correct. Unless they've got something going on. I respond with a KO and they've got nothing to baton the energy onto. That would... Oh, I guess they could just take this out. So then I just evolve, right? I evolve. Okay. They're thinking of going for twin shovels. Or shuttles, not shovels. Look at me shuffling away. So I attach. Go for a Nest Ball. I don't get anything then, because obviously the shuttle... Oh, maybe I should have held the Nest Ball. Yeah, that was wrong. I was hoping that I had another bolt, though, or a weight, and I need another attacker. But we just go like this. We attach all the energy and then evolve, right? That's definitely the play. Maybe should have saved 1 energy there. I don't know. Right, let's go for a Burst Roar. Oh, I Burst Roar! I didn't attack! Oh my god. No. I even said let's Burst Roar. I meant Bellowing Thunder. Oh, jeez, I've squandered it. They're gonna carry me for game. Hey, that's done. It's a wrap. No. Bye-bye. See you later. No. That was all me. That one's on me. That one's on me. All right, we are going second, which means we can pull off the Cleffa. Another Cleffa. It's going to be Charizard again. Oh, I'm actually happy to see a shopper, even though it directly counters me. Because of the obvious, they just item lock me fully. Right, that's the problem. But if I can get things going quickly, then we can definitely pull some stuff off here. We can always rest on the Sada's Vitality a little bit as well. So it's not the end of the world, but this is going to be a very disruptive matchup. We know that. Right, let's go for a Poffin. We're going to get a Finneon and we'll get a Cleffa. I think I'm going to get a Cleffa in the active now as we speak. Get a Raging Bolt down. Go for a Vessel. Get rid of an energy. I get myself these two, I think, and then attach here. I am worried the Banette is going to come online. So do I? I also forgot that I can't attack because they've got the Pokemon League headquarters. That's a nuisance. Well, is what it is. Enter. If they whiff a little bit, I can always come in and do something. But actually, yeah, I completely forgot the annoyance of this bloody headquarters. And there's the Banette. Oh, yeah, we're going to be in trouble here. Oh, we're in trouble already? Come off it. Broski, what you trying to do to me out here? What's all this then? What's all this? Oh, we're going to charge up the Espathra. I need Greninja. I need Sada, but we have item cards, which is a problem. If they're going to start Ultra Balling here. So how did the Espathra do in EYC? I heard a bit of something here and there about it. Well, I am curious. But we can take one of KOs in this bad boy. So that's the good thing. That's the thing I'm kind of resting on a little bit here. Oh, for God's sake, just water energy. No. No one to water energy. No water energy. I can't even burst roar because of the Espathra. Boys, we're in trouble already. We're instantly in trouble because of the disruption and the terrible draw. What is it with ptcgl giving me bad draw, man? It just doesn't want to do it for me. But I will show it because I'm not going to act as if this doesn't happen. It is happening because it does. There's a band as well. Yep, just give them everything. I'm going to sit here and wait like a patient boy. I'm a patient boy, I am. It's a rain splash. All right, let's go for a burst roar. Get out of here. Give me a different hand. I know I'm getting KO'd here, but what can I say? Got to try something eventually, huh? Also, I have the custom catcher, sort of counter catcher, so there's that. But they're going to go to bloody free prizes. There's no way I'm coming back. They go for a painful spoon. Oh, we lose. We just lose. There's just no way we're winning this. There's no way we're winning this. Unless I can just go for an insane comeback, which can happen. But with a hand like this, it's not. Why can I never see my set? How many Sada does this deck play? 4. I never see them, man. I never see them. They don't want to show up anymore. All right, let's go for Greninja. Let's burn these Poffins. Just get you down. Sure thing. Burn it again. Also, I do have a Greninja play available as long as I can get this Buddy Espathra out of the active and bounce that stadium, which doesn't seem to want to happen. So I guess we're just chilling. Jeepers creepers, man. Cape. it's just got... No, it's just not happening, is it? I think I've lost all hope before I even had the chance to gain it, you know? I get a Manaphy there with the Capturing Aroma, but yeah, I am not feeling good here. This is like, they've just got me. They've got me. Can't even hate, man. It's the point of the deck, right? The idea of this deck is to disrupt. There's an Espathra down there. Boss's orders. They're going to get my Greninja up. Who would have thought I'd have 3 Finneons in play and nothing else to show for it? Oh, man. Well, actually, do they even get the perfect maths because of the Alakazam? Wow, this is impressive. I'm not even 8-in, bro. I'm not 8-in. I can Finneon. Let's go, boys. Let's get Finneon out. Let's do something with Finneon. It's an energy. That's GG. All right, that's going to be the last game of the day. That is just terrible, huh? I really feel like I've done Joe a disservice here, and I feel awful about it because I actually like the idea of this deck. I think it's really cool and unique, and it does work when it wants to work, but when it doesn't, my God, is it the worst deck ever? It is just, oh God. There's a lot going on in this deck. I think you could cut down the energy. I think you can go to 10 water energy, maybe add another bolt in there. Just try and up consistency because just 4 State of Vitality and that's your only draw. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good at all when you're just sitting there hoping for something to come up. I get that's why the Cleffa's there, of course. But this hand also has the tendency with Greninja and stuff to brick anyway and just fill itself out to where even Cleffa can't do anything. So it does, like when it runs, but when it doesn't, it is so painful. So it's a very, very hot or cold deck from my experience. And that's kind of my take on it. And I think that's probably the case here. But I mean, that doesn't mean there's nothing here. I think the Finneon Lumineon Raging Bolt is really good because it's so good at just getting damage off. Like it's fantastic at just making sure Raging Bolt takes massive 1-hit KOs. Like, you are not going to whiff a 1-hit KO with this deck. If you've got the attack, you're going to get a 1-hit KO. That's what's going to happen here. And I see what Joe's going for. But bloody hell, man. I don't know. Cut out 2 ladies, cut out 2 water energy, add a couple Iona or something. Just get yourself a bit more draw so you can survive on the turns where you are struggling, because when you struggle, you struggle. But the reason I wanted to upload this idea wasn't for so much for the list. It was more so for the deck itself. I think it's creative. I think it's great. And it's something that should be explored at least a little bit in my eyes. But I think we'll lay that rest and maybe come back to it another day. And we'll leave it there, where in the next one, I will try to keep pretending I'm good at this game. And a huge thank you to the channel members for supporting the channel. If you want to become a member yourself, click the join button down below to see all the perks and all the tiers where you can get exclusive content and the like. But we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for the support, guys. See you later.